We are excited to have you on our team. I cannot say that enough. I always want to tell you newbies that you are in the right business with the right products at the right time. These products are without a doubt changing people's lives, and you can't say that with a lot of other network marketing companies, for sure not with leggings, for crying out loud, okay? I'm going to work that into every Zoom call from now on, just for you, Terry. But we're super excited to have you guys, and we are passionate about Plexus, but we're also passionate about people and about our team and about these calls and just getting to hang out with one another. This is kind of how we have to do it because our team is spread out all over the place. I see people on here from so many different states, and I just absolutely love it. I wouldn't mind it if y'all all could just move to Dallas and we could just hang out all the time. I don't know that that's going to happen anytime soon, but anytime y'all are ready, just let me know. I have a good realtor. She can hook you up. So I also want to just give a few Zoom instructions for those of you that this is your first call. I have everybody muted right now. That's just to cut down on background noise. It's not because I don't want to talk to you. It's just to cut down on background noise. If everybody was unmuted, you would hear papers rambling and babies crying and dogs barking and all sorts of stuff. Right next to that on the computer is a little thing that says stop video. I love that I am looking at my whole first page. Everyone has their camera on, and I love it. I can see your faces. Everybody smile. You look pretty. There you go. Thank you, Jamie Brooks. That was lovely. She stuck her tongue out at me. But I love being able to see y'all's faces. It's so much better than just looking at the little black boxes or even pictures of you. But if for some reason you need to turn off that feature, that's there in the bottom left corner of your computer screen or on your phone or your tablet. If you're in the app, just keep swiping and you'll see that feature to keep swiping right. You'll see that feature to turn off the camera. But if you don't have to, please don't. Let's get open up here in a word of prayer. This is how we always open our calls, and just ask God to bless our time together. Dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you so much for this night. I thank you for this time with these people, Lord, that are on our awesome Plexus team. Lord, we thank you for Plexus and for the gift that it is and for it bringing all of us together tonight. Lord, I just ask that all that we say and do honors you. In your name, amen. Okay, so let's go over just a few exciting things real quick. Right now, we have a contest going on the Slim Sisters page. I should tell you, I am one half of the Slim Sisters. Me and my sister, Jana Hooten, we run that page together. We're both Diamond Ambassadors. Hopefully, you've been added to that page. It's actually called the Sparkling Slim Sisters. We changed the name of it a couple years ago when we both went diamond, but hopefully you've been added to that page. If you haven't, ask your direct upline to add you to that page, because I started what I think is a super easy contest for a really big reward in there today. This contest, all you have to do is have $100 in personal volume or in PV by the 15th of March, and you will be entered into a drawing to win one of 3 bags of Slim. I'm not talking 7-day trials or 3-day trials. I'm talking the full bag. So here's what I want you guys to do. Once you get your $100 in PV, and by the way, that can come from you ordering your product or a customer going to your website and ordering their product, or a combination of the two. Once you have that, I then want you to reach out to those people who haven't ordered in a while and say, hey, there's this really awesome contest and you can win a 30-day supply of our brand new Slim. Now, if they want the original Slim, I'll get them the original, okay? Either one, whichever one they want, new or original, okay? But that's, I mean, Slim is like a $88 retail value. For us as ambassadors, what is it, like $75, $74.95 or something like that? So this is a really big contest. I'm giving away 3. And all you have to do, have that $100 in, and then on the thread that talks about the contest in the Slim Sisters page, just say, I got my $100. That's it. And I'm going to use that thread to pick the winners. So make sure you comment on that thread and make sure you are reaching out to those people who haven't ordered, even if it has been months since they've ordered, because those competitive people, they're going, oh yeah, I want to earn a bag of Slim. I want to be in that contest. Next, how many of y'all have already been to the Plexus Opportunity event in your area? Raise your hand. Anybody? I see a few. Okay, you guys, be watching your emails. I think this week they're up north in like Iowa and Illinois and some other places, but be watching your emails for when, going tomorrow in Madison, awesome, for when the Plexus Opportunity event is coming to a city near you, because they are phenomenal, okay? 2 things to do here. Number 1, take notes, because you're gonna learn some tips and some tricks and some different things to do when you host an opportunity event. And number 2, take someone with you who is not currently in Plexus as an ambassador or a customer, so that they can learn about the products and the opportunity. We had one here in Dallas 2 weeks ago, last week sometime. All my days have run together, and it was just fantastic. Our very own Jessica Sandlin gave her testimony at that meeting, and it was just really, really good. So make sure you're going to those. There will be always be a representative from corporate there. You'll hear from some Jewel ambassadors. There will also always be a representative from corporate. Also right now, as if all of that isn't enough, we got $5 off X Factor. You guys, when you're sending that message to those people who haven't ordered in a while, and you're telling them about the $100 or having the $100 of PV to earn the extra bag of Slim, tell them about the X Factor. This may be a product they've not tried before, and you may pique their interest simply by just telling them that right now, by entering that promo code. Does anybody remember the promo code? It's something FAM. It has to do with family. If anybody remembers it, type it in. But it's in your emails. They enter in that promo code, they get $5 off. FAM5. Thank you, Terry Paxton. They get $5 off, and then that goes toward their PV. And Super Silver. Y'all, it's exciting. Okay, if you're not excited about Super Silver, get excited, because it's awesome. I've never, in the 4.5 years I've been with Plexus, I've never seen them do this, and I absolutely love it, because going from silver to gold can be very difficult, because it's a huge jump. You're going from 3 people in your organization to 20 people in your organization. So what Plexus is doing is offering you this Super Silver right in the middle between silver and gold with 50 points. You have 3 level 1s, and you have 10 points outside your 50, and you're going to get a $75 bonus. Plus, you get another $75 bonus when you retain all of that next month. Plus, if you help your level 1s go Super Silver, you get a $75 bonus, and there's no limit on that. You can just keep helping level 1s go Super Silver over and over and over, and keep getting $75 bonuses, okay? How many of y'all would like to get a $75 bonus, okay? That would be awesome, right? That would help out with maybe some convention expenses. You like that segue, how I did that? Who's excited about convention? I am pumped. It's going to be awesome. It's in Orlando this year. We're not going back to Vegas. Hallelujah. Okay. It's going to be exciting. If you have not registered, dun, dun, dun. I'm looking at you, Connie Lee. If you have not registered, I just called her out. Get on the wait list. Okay. I know Plexus, and they will do everything within their power to get everyone who wants to be there. So get on that wait list. If you have registered and you have a hotel space secured, and maybe you're looking for a roommate, please post that in the Slim Sisters page, because you may let someone know, hey, I've got this option here. It's not going to cost as much if you room with me instead of getting a room all of your own, okay? Whew, that was a lot. I feel like we just did a whole call. I mean, seriously, good night, you guys. We're done. No, I'm just kidding. What if people started hanging up? That would be terrible. Anyways, I want to talk to you guys tonight. It's been a while since I have led a call. We've been hearing from some incredible Diamond ambassadors. We had Lori Harrison, Emily Gibson, Jennifer Leith, Sarah Taylor. Then last night, I did a call for all of our rubies and above with Rosalind Payne. And by the way, any of those names I just mentioned are worth following on Facebook. But all of these ladies, they're all Diamond ambassadors with our organization, and they all spoke about different things, but there was one common thread through all of the calls. And some of you guys already know what it is. You paid enough attention to these calls to know that one of the common thread through all of these calls that all of them either talked about at length or at least touched on is relationships. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about tonight. Y'all, I went back and forth on like 6 different topics of what to talk about. And then at like 4 o'clock today, Randa texted me, hey, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. What should I talk about? And I was on our way back home from an errand we had to run, and it hit me like a ton of bricks that this is what we should talk about, because all of these awesome calls that we've had through January and February have in some way had to do with this. Okay. Now, you don't have to be on our team or in this business very long until you hear it called network marketing. I want us to retrain our brains and to call this relationship marketing. Okay. I just saw Vicki Albert mouth that with me. It is essentially the same thing. But will you guys just for a minute think about the word relationship? Think about the word network. Which one's more personal? I'm building my network. Okay, cool, let's have dinner. Or I'm building my relationships. Okay, if someone were to send me a message and say, hey, I would love to take you out to lunch. I'm trying to work on my network. Like, that's weird. But if someone says, hey, let's go out to lunch just to hang out. And I mean, well, if they said, I want to work on our relationship, that would be a little bit weird too. But if they used that word, if they used the word relationship or the word friendship, it's so much more personal than network. Network is a corporate term, okay? We are not corporate. I'm sitting here having a call with you in my pajamas with barely any makeup on. I put on a little tiny bit so I wouldn't scare everyone, but barely, okay? This is not the corporate world. Everyone say hallelujah, okay? This is relationship marketing. So I want us to talk about that tonight, what that looks like. And then about the second half of this call, we're going to do something really fun that I think is really fun and different. Relationships. When I was a kid, my parents would take us to school. If dad was in town, normally he would drive us to school. If he was out of town, mom would drive us to school. Dad always said this. Mom was a little bit more practical. Mom would say, do you have your lunch? Do you have your books? Did you finish your homework? Do you have this? Do you have that? She was making sure she was doing the mom job, right? Dad would just take us and just drop us off no matter what we had. But he would always say, before we got out of the car, guys, to have friends, you must what? And we would all go, show yourself friendly. Well, truth be told, we would probably all go, show yourself friendly, because we'd said it so many times. You guys, that's straight out of the Bible, Proverbs 18:24. To have friends, you must show yourself friendly. If you want friends, you got to be a friend. If you want relationships, you got to work on building relationships. If you want people to invest in you and to what you're doing, AKA for the sake of this call, plexus, you've got to invest in them. You've got to get to know them. You've got to love on them. Sometimes that's all they need is for you to show them a little love, a little compassion, and then eventually you're going to get around to plexus. Okay? Now, here's what I want to make sure to hit on real quick. As you're building these relationships and as you're working on that, the Bible says to have friends, you must show yourself friendly. It doesn't say to have friends, you must show yourself friendly so that you can sell them something and make commission. Okay? I'm not talking about let's build relationships just so they might join my team. I'm talking about being real and being genuine and showing the love of Jesus to people. So how are we going to work on these relationships? Okay, let's dive right in. We need to connect or we need to reconnect with people. That sounds super simple. A lot of times it's much harder than it sounds because you're going, okay, what do I do? How do I connect? How do I reconnect? And here's the issue that I think we have. In 2018, so much of our involvement with other people is all done on our cell phones. It's all done through social media. And it's time to take a step to put away the keyboard and to put away the phone and to actually get to know other people, to actually invest in them. Some of you that are on this call that are a little older than me, I see you shaking your heads like, yes, people, come on, let's have real conversations. Because that's how we used to always do it. We would have real conversations with real people and we would build those real relationships. Yes, you can send them messages on Messenger. You can text them. The best thing, pick up the phone and call them. Send them a Zoom link if they're across the country and something like this, or better yet, if you can, sit down and just talk with them. Sometimes that's all people need. They need to get to know you. They need to build that trust with you before you can even get to plexus. Does that make sense? Okay, they've got to have that. You guys know I ask that a lot. Does that make sense? Haha. But they've got to have that trust in you. You've got to remember that you are going to be talking to them about their health and potentially about their finances. That is two very personal things that for a lot of people, they don't just divulge all that information to anybody. They need to be able to trust you. Number 2, you've got to be genuine, okay? And again, this sounds simple, but when you really, really think about it, sometimes things just get too people-y and you want to bolt, right? Okay? I am an extrovert as far as the day is long, without a doubt. I can talk to anyone. But if I'm not ready for you to divulge your entire life story, it's just so much, and it's hard for me to be genuine in that. So how are we genuine? Number 1, it takes a lot of effort, and it takes prayer. It takes me sometimes on a daily basis saying, God, give me patience. They're talking. Let me hear. Let me empathize. Let me sympathize like you would with this person. Okay? You also have to remember, not everyone is just like you. Not everyone's an extrovert. Not everyone's an introvert. Not everyone has your personality, your skill sets, your not everyone is just like you. Your attitude, they just don't. People are going to come to this game called Plexus, this table of Plexus, with their own lifestyle, with their own baggage, with their own history, and with their own skills, and with their own setbacks. And you have got to be able to work with that. Not everyone, I look at this screen and I see someone on here who I think I'm a lot alike, and that's Miss Robin Carley. I think in a few years I'm going to be like Robin Carley is what I think is going to happen. I'm pretty sure I'm going to turn into her. But not everyone's going to come to my team like Robin, where I can connect with her so well because she's so like me. I look at the screen and I see my mom. In a lot of ways, we couldn't be more opposite. And she's my own mother. Not everyone is going to come to your team just like you. And you've got to learn to have patience with those people. For some, they are in this because they need to get their health better. For some, they are in this because they desperately need the compensation plan. And for some, they're in this for this, what we're doing tonight. They're in it for the community. They're in it for the events. They want to go to convention, and girls just want to have fun. Okay, I see Robin shaking her head. They just want to have community, and we have got to learn to be okay with that. Okay? Next. Okay, here's where we're going to go a little bit deeper. Stop letting your ego take control. Your ego is your sense of self-esteem. It's your idea of your self-worth. Stop letting your ego take control. Your ego will tell you not to try so that there's no rejection. Your ego will constantly say, if you reach out to her and she says no, how's that going to make you feel? And then if that person does say no and you're crushed, that's your ego. We all have them. Some of them are bigger than others, okay? We all have our ego, and we've got to learn to quit letting it take control. You've got to remember, and I'm pretty sure that you can name me with this quote. I don't think I heard it anywhere. Who knows? I probably did. I don't know. Probably some majorly famous person. The only one who can define you is the one who designed you. If you are looking to someone else for your self-worth, I don't care who it is. It could be the closest person in your life. It could be your spouse. It could be your children. It could be your parents. If you are looking to someone else for your self-worth, you will constantly be let down over and over and over again. And you will start, whether you realize it or not, to give up on relationships. Okay, because you're in your mind somewhere, and you may not be thinking this consciously, but in your mind it's going, don't get into another relationship. just going to let you down. Because the only one who can give you that self-worth is Jesus Christ. The only one who can define you is the one who designed you. If you're sending out messages about Plexus, if you're doing an opportunity event, if you're doing phone calls, whatever about Plexus, which BT Dubs, we need to get back to doing more phone calls. Just pick up the phone and call someone. It freaks them out because we don't do that anymore. We always text first, at least. They see your name come across, like, well, I wonder what she wants. I haven't talked to her in a while. Maybe I should answer it. Okay, let's go for it. Now, some people, that's too people-y for them, and that's okay. But for me, if you call me and I haven't talked to you in a while, I'm like, that's interesting. Maybe there's an emergency. I answer the phone, and you're just like, hey, how's it going? Anyway, totally tricked me. But I got majorly derailed there and totally lost my train of thought. Can you guys tell? What was I saying? Seriously, before I went off on that little rabbit trail. This is such a professional call. None of the other diamonds did this. Did they? What was I saying? Kylie knows what I was saying. She's typing it to me, aren't you? Oh, go. Tell me. What was I saying?
You were talking about just like relationships and calling people and not texting. And
oh, yeah. Calling people. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad I said that. That's a good point. No, but what I was saying is we need to get back to calling people. We need to get back to that personalization with people. So your ego tells you not to try because of rejection. Humbleness says, it's okay if they reject me. My self-worth is not in them. That's humility. That's also knowing where your self-worth comes from. And by the way, if your self-worth is coming from something you're doing, you're discrediting what God can do. You're not letting him have enough power. Okay? You're trying to say, no, God, I got this. I don't need you to do this. I can do it. Okay? Number 4, quit. And this is all about relationships. I promise. Quit asking fear for permission. Fear will never tell you that it is time to do the thing you're afraid to do. It won't. Fear will never push you. It will never motivate you. It will never encourage you or drive you. And it will never, ever, ever recognize your strengths. Ever. Fear will point out your weaknesses. It will discourage you. It will keep you unmotivated, and it will constantly set you back. Quit asking fear for permission. Some of you need to write that on a Post-it or something and put it on your computer. I'm done asking fear for permission. In Plexus, in my relationships, in life. I'm done. Okay? And by the way, going back to the point before, once you recognize where your self-worth is from, that fear will be kicked to the curb. It really will. But you need to remind yourself on a daily basis, quit asking fear for permission. We don't even realize we do it. I don't know if there's any guys on here, but we women, I think, do this so much more than guys. And so we overanalyze. We think through everything. Well, should I, shouldn't I? And we go through it, and we end up talking ourselves out of doing something that was probably a really good idea. Confidence. Confidence will enable you, encourage you. It will recognize your strengths. That's a big one. It will push you, and it will motivate you. It will recognize your strengths. When I was writing that down, I thought, man, that is so, so, so true. When you have enough confidence to recognize that my identity comes from God, not from this person who is saying no to Plexus, and I'm not going to interpret that they're saying no to me, okay, because they're not. They're saying no to Plexus. And BT Dubs, most of the time when they're saying no, it's just simply because they don't understand it. Because here's what I'm convinced of. If everyone understood what we do, everyone would do it, without a doubt. If everyone understood the community that we have, if everyone understood our one Plexus culture, which is so much more than just a convention theme that we had in Phoenix, if everyone really understood the comp plan, if everyone understood how much these products are changing lives, everyone would do it. We wouldn't have a market because everyone would be signed up. Okay, I mean, we'd all be diamonds, but everyone would be signed up. So when someone says no to you, first of all, they're not saying no to you, they're saying no to plexus. And most of the time it's because they don't understand it. Okay. And let me pause right here. I'm getting a little off my notes here, but that's okay. Let me pause right here and just say, it's not necessarily your job to make them understand it. Okay. Keep at them, keep on keeping on, keep posting about your health testimonies and the diamond docs and the product testimonies and the financial testimonies. Keep doing all of that and keep letting them know, what Plexus is doing for you. But if they don't understand it, odds are a 6-paragraph long Facebook message ain't going to be the way to do it. Okay? How do we get over this fear that oftentimes holds us back so much? Well, first of all, you open the Word of God and you pray. That's the two biggest things, the two biggest advice I can give. But second of all, you get accountability. Look around your screen right now. Look at who's on here. Watch our Slim Sisters page and see who's really heavily involved in those team pages. Not just Slim Sisters, but all the team pages. And start reaching out to people. Say, hey, will you hold me accountable? Well, for what? Well, I let fear hold me back. Okay, let's talk through that. Let's work through that. And yes, I'm going to hold you accountable. And here's what you're going to do if someone's asked you to hold them accountable. You're simply going to keep up with them and say, hey, did you do anything that made you scared today? Did you do anything that made your heart just want to jump out of your chest? You guys know what I'm talking about. When you're sitting down face to face and you're talking with that person that would be a rock star in this business, but they are so outgoing and they have so much confidence and they have this and that and the other going for them. And you're just like, oh, and you start to get a little sweaty and, the room is maybe spinning. I don't know. Like sometimes it can just be a bit much. Do it anyway. Do the things that make you scared. Do it anyway. It's so worth it, you guys. It's so worth it. Quit focusing. This is the third way, how to get over fear. Quit focusing on your weaknesses. Okay? Quit focusing on your weaknesses. Some of you are going to know who I'm talking about. It's not anyone on our team. I'm scrolling through Plexus the other day, and I see this beautiful girl, a little bit older than me, post a picture of her new haircut. And she has her eyes closed. And she says, my eyes are closed because I don't like to look at myself. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You are beautiful. And I posted on there, I said, girl, the same one who designed the mountains and the stars and the sun and the beaches and the oceans also designed you, and you're the only one he said was fearfully and wonderfully made. You look in that daggone mirror and that camera. Quit focusing on your weaknesses, okay? There are so many things that we know about ourselves that are weak. And the more we say them out loud, the more we believe them. The more we believe them. The more we say, oh my goodness, I'm just never going to lose this weight. And, oh, I'm just so old. And I'm just this and I'm just that and I'm just the other. The more we keep believing them, Mom, you're grinning. But the more we keep believing them, quit it. Say to yourself, instead of, I'm never going to lose this weight, man, I'm sure going to try. And I've got these amazing products that have my back. Instead of focusing on your age, think about the life you've lived and the amazing things you've been able to do. There's always ways to turn it around and make it something positive. I am spitting so much tonight. I don't know why. It's all over my computer. You really don't want to see it. I feel like a preacher. You've got to remember, you can't, but God can. You can't, but God can. You can't get over your fear, but God can push you through it. And the minute you start thinking you can do it all by yourself is when that ego we talked about starts creeping back in. You need positive affirmations. There is an app called Repeat It Again. That's the name of it, right? Repeat It Again. Yeah, I have it, but I rarely read the name of it. You can go on there and you can say, I will be a super silver ambassador this month. And you listen to that over and over and over. Rather than, you may have these doubts in your mind going on, but instead of listening to those, instead of that, you're feeding it You're feeding yourself with the truth that you will be super silver. You will be gold or senior ruby or whatever you're shooting for. I will lose this weight. I will read my Bible every day. I will do this, that, and the other. And you're feeding yourselves those positive affirmations. And you're the one recording them in this app. And there's something very surreal about hearing your own voice coming back at you, saying some of these things that you have doubts about. So I encourage you to download that. For some, it may be, getting some Post-its and writing positive affirmations on those and putting them on your computer, putting them on your mirror where you get ready every day, putting them right next to your bed. And last thing I want to just mention is a book called, and I've mentioned this one before, it's called Punch Fear in the Face by John Acuff. Okay, Punch Fear in the Face. It is a great, great, great book. Last thing I want to leave you guys with, and like I said, we're going to do something fun the last half of this call. I want to encourage you, and I've maybe mentioned this before on a call, I can't remember. I want to encourage you, especially those of you that are really struggling with fear, with self-doubt, with just not being, not having the confidence that you think you should have. I want to encourage you to write an identity statement, okay? So here's what the identity statement is. It is what you want your identity to look like. Right now, your identity might be in your spouse. Your identity might be in your job, or it might be in Plexus, or it might be, whatever. But I want you to write down what you want your identity to look like, okay? In this statement, you can write things like, I know God gave me the sense of humor that I have. I know God gave me the outgoing personality I have. And here's why I love this, okay? That has to do with your identity, okay? But what you're not going to put in there is, I know I have a lot of fear and a lot of self-doubt. You're not going to be Eeyore in your identity statement, all right? What did he always say? Woe is me. Is that it? Okay. This is what you want your identity statement to look like. And then what I want you to do is something that I've done. I want you to keep it in the notes on your phone. I even for a while, here's my identity statement. I even for a while had this in a frame on my night table right next to me. And I read it before I went to bed, and I read it when I got up in the morning. I'll read you guys my identity statement. I, Amber Michelle Lee, am a daughter of God. He is my rock, Psalm 18:2. He is my father, Romans 8:15. He is my forgiver, Psalm 51. He is with me through the fire, Isaiah 43:2. His hand is on me and leads me, Psalm 139. He is everything. He is my identity. I also find comfort and peace in making others laugh. I know I'm funny, and I'm grateful to God for giving me that, and I know it's a part of who I am. It goes hand in hand with my spiritual gift of teaching and encouragement. And then I went on and wrote, my identity is not in, and I wrote some of the things we've talked about. So that's what I'm talking about. What do you want your identity to look like? Okay? Who's willing to do that? It's just a tiny little bit of homework. You don't even have to share it with anybody, okay? I promise we're not going to open up the Zoom and be like, tell us about your identity. Okay. All right. So that is kind of sort of it. If you desperately need to go, that's okay. But if you don't, we're going to have some fun. Y'all want to have some fun? We're going to get to know each other a little bit better. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a little game. And we're going to get as far in this as we can. We're going to have to talk fast, okay? It's called Two Truths and a Lie. Have you played this before? Okay, Two Truths and a Lie. I'm going to go first. While I'm going, I want you guys to be thinking about what you're going to say. Because if y'all are okay with this, I'm going to call on you in the order you're on my screen. And Kylie, you're first. I love you. And then Vicky Westbrook, and then Lucinda, and then Robin Carly, and then Daylene. If you don't want to play, don't hang up. Don't hang up. You can still listen to everybody else's. Just send me a private message in the chat feature that says, I don't want to do it, okay? It's easy, though. Here it is. I'm going to tell you 3 facts about myself. One of them is a lie, okay? Okay, Terry's ready. Terry, you can go after me. Okay. Terry and I, she knew I was doing this. We had a little call last night, and I told her I was going to do this. One of the 3 things I'm going to tell you is a lie, okay? Mom, you're going to win. You've got to determine which one is the lie. All right? After I go, y'all are going to hold up 1, 2, or 3. Okay? And if you get it right, it's going to be the honor system. You're going to keep a tally of your points. Okay? I got Amber's, I got Terry's, I got Connie's, whoever's. Okay? The winner is going to get, I'm going to pick 2 winners. We're going to have a first place and a second place. The first place is going to get an HP Sprocket. Have you guys seen these? Yours will not have a diamond on it or say plexus. It's super cool. It's Bluetooth, hooks up to your phone, Bluetooth, prints pictures. Here, I got a picture of Allie right here on my book. Looks like that. There's stickums on the back. So you can stick them places or you can just keep them. There's another one, me and Jonathan. Aren't we cute? So it prints them right out. The second place winner will get an Echo Dot. Is it worth playing for to just come up with a lie? Can you lie well enough for that? Okay. So here's mine, and I thought about these good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to look at y'all while I share. Okay, here we go. I'm going to laugh. I'm just going to laugh during all of them so you don't know. In recent years, I was arrested for a felony and put in jail. That's the first one. The second one, when I was 15 years old, I donated bone marrow to my aunt who had cancer. Here's the third one. When I was a freshman in college, a guy tried to steal my car from me. Those are the 3. Do you need me to repeat them? In recent years, I was arrested and put in jail for a felony. The second one is when I was 15, I was a bone marrow donor for my aunt who had cancer. And the third one is, what was the third? A guy tried to steal my car from me. He didn't get it. Mom, you can't answer because whatever you throw up there, everybody's picking it. Okay, at the count of 3, everybody pick 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, Mom, show them your answer. It's number 2. I was never a bone marrow donor. So I have to explain the arrested for felony. I accidentally went through airport security with my carry weapon in my purse. Okay, it has since been completely expunged off my record, so please don't think I'm a bad person because it really wasn't like that. But yeah, that's it. And then I did actually had a guy try to steal my car from me, and it will be 18 years ago tomorrow that happened. And if you ever see a scar on my arm, that's from him. Okay, Terry, you're up. I'm excited about this.
All right. Well, I've never been in jail, and that is not a lie. That's the truth. That's hilarious.
You don't have to rub it in, Terry.
When I was in high school, I was the head cheerleader. We were having a pep assembly. I was at the top of the pyramid and fell off the pyramid off the stage into the audience. That's number 2.
Oh, I'm not.
My husband and I took a trip to New York City. We took a carriage ride through Central Park. I got out of the horse-drawn carriage ride and got to dance in the water fountain where the friends do their intro. That's number 2. Number 3, again, when my husband and I were newlyweds, we live about 5 minutes away from my parents' house. On a snowy day, we wrapped up in our bathrobes and our overcoats and walked through the snow to skinny dip in my mom and dad's hot tub. That's number 3.
That's scandalous.
I know it is scandalous. Which one is it?
This is a family show.
Sorry.
All right, count us down and then we all pick.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 2. What was number 2?
The carriage ride and you danced in the fountain.
That's exactly it. That was my lie.
Okay, I'm so glad that was your lie because I was about to debunk it because that's not the Friends Fountain in New York City.
I know, I had to Google it, but
the Friends Fountain is in California.
That's exactly right.
That's when those pedicab drivers say that. Okay, I got one. What if I win my own prize? Make sure y'all are keeping your score. Does anybody want to go next? Anybody have one ready? Okay, Kylie.
Okay, I love these games so much.
Okay, I do too.
Okay, all right, here we go. I wrote them down. All right, here's number 1.
Okay.
I have a tattoo and surprised my parents with it.
Okay.
Number 2, my dad was in a rock band and opened for Elvis.
Say that one again. My dog started barking, I think.
That's okay. Number 2, my dad was in a rock band and opened for Elvis.
Wow.
And number 3, before being a stay-at-home mom, which is what I'm doing now, I taught 3rd grade. That's it. Do I need to say them again?
No, but I think I know what you did there. Okay, count us down.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. How fun. All right, the lie was number 3.
Yes, you taught 5th grade.
I taught 5th grade. Very good.
Such trickery, Kylie.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Okay, who wants to go next? Anybody? Randa, you're creative. You got to have something. Okay.
I do.
Okay.
All right, so the first one is that I can do a pretty true to life horse neigh.
You have to prove that.
Second one is that I had to have a crochet hook surgically removed from my body. Number 3 is that I used to be a professional rapper.
Okay. Count us down.
3, 2, 1. Yep. Number 3 was my lie.
Please,
Which makes
let's hear the horse.
Let's hear the horse.
I can't right now because my 5-year-old is in bed, but I will do it tomorrow on Facebook for everybody to see. I promise.
Awesome.
And do you want to explain about the crochet needle?
Yes. So my mom had been crocheting and she had stuck the needle into her big thing of yarn and had stuck it in her purse and set it in the back seat. And I was trying to get in. We were in a big 1-ton dually truck and I was trying to get into the back seat. My ankle got caught, and so I tried to throw my leg out really fast before it would twist my ankle, and I just kind of threw my whole body weight into the back seat and fell on the crochet hook. It went into my butt muscle, and I had to have it surgically removed.
Your gluteus.
And I ruined my favorite pair of jeans.
Wow. Something tells me you'll never take up knitting.
No.
Okay, I've gotten 3 right so far. Who wants to go next? Anybody? We got to have more than just a few people do it. Mom, you got anything? Vicky, you got anything?
I'll go. I'm at work, but I've been trying to hit and miss this whole video.
Wait, who's this talking?
Angela.
Okay, there you are. I couldn't find you. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's such a big screen. 3 things that I came up with. It's really hard for me to lie. You know that, guys?
So just laugh through all of them and then we won't know.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, they're not all funny. So the 2017 convention, my husband and I went to, and we got married after convention and at one of the little white chapels there in Vegas. Number 2, I'm a recovering addict of I don't even know how many years because I quit counting because it's not important. And number 3, I'm a gold ambassador.
Man, no cheating. You can't go look at her Plexus page to see what it says. Okay, count
How
us.
did I cheat?
If you're
1.
okay, go ahead.
How did I cheat? How did I cheat? How would that have been cheating?
No. I was telling nobody
Covered
else.
my thing.
And look at your Facebook page to see if it says you're a gold ambassador.
Gotcha. I'm a bad liar, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, count us down.
That's a good thing to be, I guess.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. 1. Oh no, it was number 3.
It was number 3. Okay.
Number 3 was the lie.
What are you in Plexus?
I had 65 points last month, and I'm working, sorry.
That's
And I will
awesome.
I'll be super silver this month, prayerfully gold.
Yeah, you will. Okay, who wants to go next?
Hey, Amber, I just got back on. What are we doing?
Oh, who is this?
I'm Tiffany.
Oh, hey, Tiffany. We're doing two
Hey.
truths and a lie. We're just having a little bit of fun.
Okay.
So 2 truths and a lie. You tell us 3 things about yourself. One of them's a lie, and we all guess what the lie is. And whoever has the most points at the end wins a prize.
Okay.
You want to go?
Sorry. Sure. I'll wing it.
Okay, go for it. Is this Tiffany?
Okay.
Peterson?
Number 1. I'm not sure how well my cell phone or service is going to hold out. Number 1, I am 35 years old. I'm a mother of 2, and I am a pig farmer.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Everybody post your answers. Okay, which one's the lie?
Number 1,
Yes. How old are you?
I am 28.
I knew you didn't look 35. You can't.
I can't lie.
35 or 25?
I said 35.
35. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm like, there's no way she's 35. Okay, who's up next? Did you see, guys, how she just winged it? I mean, come on.
I can go.
Who's going?
Okay, this is Wendy. It says
Oh,
David.
okay. I see you.
Okay, so number 1, I was the valedictorian of my high school class.
Okay.
Number 2, I've ran a marathon. And number 3, I've never used an ATM.
What? Okay, count us down.
3, 2, 1. Number 1 was the lie. I was not the valedictorian of my class.
How do you never use an ATM?
I just never have.
That's crazy. Kudos. Okay, Daylene, were you ready?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Okay, number 1, I raced snowmobiles when I was in high school. Number 2, I went to jail for arguing with a cop. And number 3, I eloped.
Jail for arguing with a cop. If that's not the truth, I mean, if that's not the lie, we're going to need to hear that story. Okay, count us down.
3, 2, 1. It's number 3.
Yes! Okay, what were you arguing with the cop for?
Oh, this was a whole lifetime ago. He had falsely accused me of something. I argued with him, and he took me to jail.
Oh, man.
I was about 22.
We'll swap stories about our big house days one of these days. I was only in jail for about 4 hours, so I don't know that count it.
Not for very long here either.
Okay, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
I do. I want to go next.
Okay, I heard 2 people. I heard Lexi, and who also said it?
Vicky.
Vicky Helbert?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lexi go, and then Vicky go.
Sorry, Vicky. Okay. I'm so excited about this. This was so hard. I've been sitting here trying. Oh my gosh. Okay. Number 1, I live in a town called Wahoo. Number 2, I was arrested for fleeing the scene of an accident. And number 3, my husband hit a homeless man with his car in college.
Oh. Okay, count us down.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Dang it. Am I that bad of a liar?
Was it number 2?
What's number 2?
It's not that you're that bad of a liar. It's just a lot of us know you, and we can't picture you just leaving the scene of an accident if there's like hurting people there. So
I really thought the homeless guy would get me, but all right.
That's a true story.
No, because we know him too, and he'd do it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Vicky, you're up.
Okay. I have won a Celine Dion lookalike contest.
I am really good at algebra, and I have been in the White House.
Okay. You're giggling.
Ready?
Okay, count us down.
3, 3, 2, 1. It was 1.
It was?
Yeah.
See, I thought that was like too specific. And I can picture with like some makeup and the right costume and stuff, you could pull it off. I'm thinking Halloween costume next year.
Oh, I've been accused a lot about looking like Celine Dion before, but I stayed away from all the arresting stories because I could have told a few of those, but I didn't go there.
You've just been arrested so much, Vicki.
Almost close.
Okay. Anybody else want to go? We've got about 7 more minutes, and then we'll see who's got the most points. Jamie Brooks go, and then Rob and Carly go.
Okay. Hey, y'all. All right. So, number 1, I have a solo song on a CD that's only sold in Jamaica. I have 2 dogs and a cat. And I smashed my grandparents' BMW in my parents' driveway a few months ago.
Okay, count us down.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Wow, great job, Amber.
2 dogs and a cat?
2 dogs and a cat. I actually am dog sitting right now for my neighbor's dog. So you've been seeing dogs. I thought people wouldn't get that because you've been seeing dogs in the video licking my face like crazy.
Well, but the other two were so specific, and I want to know why your CD's only sold in Jamaica.
In college, it was a crazy story. In college, I was going for music education at first, and this guy had a thing up, and he said, I need a singer for some of my songs. And I saw it, and I took it off the bulletin board right away because he was going to pay a lot of money. And I'm like, shoot, I really need this. And so there was a song he wanted me to sing, and he was from Jamaica. And so it is only in Jamaica, and it was produced and put only in Jamaica. And when I went to Jamaica 3 times, and once when I went there, I went to a store and I actually found it. That was crazy. Wow. Yeah.
Now, you'll know it's doing really well when you go back and you start getting recognized.
Yeah, right.
You, Jamie Brooks, man.
Yeah, I totally had to have this totally fake accent and be like a rapper and everything. It sounded horrible, but
you sound Jamaican in the song.
I do. I don't know how that happened because I'm a country girl. How did that happen?
I'm gonna need to hear that at some point.
Seriously, I will definitely play for you sometime.
Okay, who was wanting to go next? Robin. Remind me of your name again. I'm so sorry. The one that says iPhone.
Brooke.
Brooke. Oh, gosh. Okay. Robin go, and then Brooke go.
Okay.
Okay, I had to really think about this because lying is not my specialty. I'm like a lie detector. You know, I'm a mother, so I can tell when people are not telling the truth. Okay, so number 1, my home church is also the home church of Jen Hawkins' mother and grandma. Number 2, I can touch my nose with my tongue. And number 3, I can drive a stick shift.
Those are good ones.
Okay. Count us down.
3, 2, 1. It's actually number 2. I cannot touch my nose with my tongue, but my sister can.
I was going to make you prove that if you could.
My sister can do it. I can't do it.
Now, do you and Terry go to the same church?
Uh-huh.
How have I never known that Jen's mom and grandma go to your church?
Because it's my hometown church, the one I grew up in.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky, Robin Carly.
Fulton, Kansas.
Sneaky, sneaky.
You gotta watch those Carlys.
I know.
Okay,
Brooke, are you ready? Oh, I gotta go back to my other screen. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Okay, I broke my leg while at an after-school program. I'm 22 years old, and I have wrecked a mini Harley Davidson into a building before.
Yee, is that how you broke your leg? Okay, count us down.
3, 2, 1. Okay, number 2 is the lie. I'm not 22.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. So wait, how did you say you broke your leg?
It was actually at an after-school program. We were doing all these exercises, and I had jumped off something and broke my leg.
And then you rode a Harley through a building.
I wrecked, yes.
Break anything at that?
No, I was fine, but we got rid of the Harley Davidson.
Well, yeah, because it was in a building at that point. Anybody else want to go? We've got 2 minutes. Mom, didn't you already go? Did you go, Mom? Okay, Mom, go. Sorry, she's my mom. I'm going to call on her. And then Vanessa, and then Vicky. Did you want to go? Vicky Westbrook? Lucinda wants to go. Okay, we'll go fast.
Okay, when I was a teenager, I competed in rodeos and ran the 3 barrels. Also, when I was a senior in high school, I was kicked out of study hall for throwing a book at another girl. And also, when I was 19, I was runner-up in a beauty contest.
Okay, count us down. I'm not going to answer because I for sure know the answer.
1, 2, 3. It was number 3. I was never in a beauty contest.
And it was her own mother who kicked her out of study hall.
That's true. That's true. The girl called me a liar, and I wasn't lying. It ticked me off.
Okay, Lucinda, you ready? Okay, go. And then Vanessa. And then Vicky.
Okay, so number 1 is the first speeding ticket I ever got was $273.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a doozy. Number 2 was I enjoy riding motorcycles. And number 3 is both of my boys under 3 years old and under are potty trained.
Okay, count us down.
3, 2, 1. It's 3.
It's 3. All right. I didn't
My
get that
16-month-old isn't potty trained.
That would be impressive.
Yeah, some people do it. Not
Okay.
this mama.
All right, Vanessa. There you go.
Sorry, I couldn't figure that out. There we go. Number 1 is I received blood marrow and baby cord blood a couple of years ago. Number 2 is I was high school prom queen. And number 3 is I own a Harley Davidson trike. I forgot I had 4 different truths and 5s, and yeah. I get 3, 2, 1. It's number 2.
Number 2. All right, I didn't get that one either. All right, Vicky. Vicky Westbrook.
Okay, let's see. I'm a retired paralegal and a professional crafter. When I was in middle school, Terry Paxton was my best friend. And one time my husband and I went to Las Vegas for, I think it was our anniversary. I got to ride on the back of the motorcycle with Evel Knievel.
Wow. What was number 1 again?
I'm a retired paralegal and a professional crafter.
See, there's 2 parts to that. Evel Knievel. Okay, count us down. I'll just pick one.
3, 2, 1. It's 3.
It's 3. For some reason, I thought, okay, how does one become a professional crafter?
You get paid for it.
You do what?
You get paid for crafting.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody would want to pay me for anything I could make. So. All right,
I'm so glad number 2 was not a lie.
I know.
I was going to say, what?
Anybody else just dying to go or really has a good one for us? Y'all are in luck because several people had to go, and so it's dwindled down of who can win. Anybody? Okay, so how many? I think we had about 15 people go. I should have kept count. Does anybody have 15 that they got right? Did you not keep track, Robin? I did, and I can't even win. I'm just too competitive. Does anybody have 10 that they got right? You have 10. Okay, who has 12? Anybody get 12 right? 11? Beulah, you got 11? Seriously? Anybody beat 11? I can't see everyone, so if I'm not seeing you, type it in the chat. Can anybody beat 11? Beulah, you're our winner. She can't even talk. She can't even share her excitement with us. Beulah's in the witness protection program, so she has to stay in the shadows. Okay, who had 10? David and Jamie. Okay, we're going to do a tiebreaker. Are you ready? So you two, this is only between you two. If you both get it right, I don't know what we'll do. When I was a little kid, I got a lot of weird stories from when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, I put my scooter in the pool and I couldn't get it out. I wanted to like swim down it. When I was a kid, I snuck out of my house and met a boy down the street at a boat dock. I was 15. I wasn't really little. And when I was a little kid, one of the boys from across the street that I was always play with, he tried to kiss me and his brother hit him with a broom. Which one's the lie? Y'all can unmute if you want, the two of y'all. I mean, I guess everyone can guess what the lie is. Jamie, do you have a guess?
I shouldn't do it.
No, Mom, don't guess.
I know.
Okay, both of you show me your answers. The winner, it was number 3 is the lie. What happened was he tried to kiss me and I hit him with a broom. Because my daddy always told me not to let little boys do that. We were like 10 years old. Back off, bucko. All right, so Beulah, you have your choice between the sprocket or an echo dot. If you already have a dot, you want the sprocket, probably. Or you put the dot in another room. Then I will be sending the other dot. Wait, who is my winner? Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, I'll be sending you the other dot. So you guys message me your addresses on Facebook. All right. This call is officially over. We can keep going if you guys want, okay? And I want to do more of these where we just hold on, we're going to close in prayer actually, where we kick back, we have fun. I want to do one where it's introduce your pets and we just all introduce our animals and it's just goofy and silly, but we're just having fun with each other, okay? Let's close in prayer. And I've had a lot of fun with you guys, got to know y'all a little better. Don't forget my story about being arrested. I didn't really do anything wrong. It was an accident. That's what they all say, I know, but it's true. I love you guys. Robin, will you unmute and close us in prayer, dear?
I will.
Thank you.
Father God, I want to just first of all give you praise and thanks for the wonderful relationships that I have within this team. These women lift me up. They may not know me personally. We may never, ever meet each other in real life. But the words that they say in calls and the things that they post inspire me and encourage me in ways that you knew that I needed before I knew I needed it. I want to thank you for each person that's on this call and especially for the leadership of our precious friends, Amber and Jana.
And I just thank you for putting us in the right place at the right time. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. Terry, it was a hit.
You can unrecord.
Oh, yeah. I know. I recorded that whole thing. I thought about